What's up, everybody? Mogion Monster here, along with the lovely Stevie B.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Happy day after Christmas.
Merry after Christmas.
Hope everybody had a wonderful holiday. Good to see everybody. Sandra Piper, how are you?
Nice Piper.
And you're right, we need some cold weather. She made a comment earlier about where's the cold weather?
Yeah,
We need some cold weather.
Yucky.
True. Harold, what's up?
Today was nice sitting back in the backyard by the lake with the breeze going, but if there was no breeze, it'd be too warm.
Hey, Sharon.
It's not right.
Hey. Sharon says she doesn't celebrate Christmas. I was going to chat. I was going to go Happy Kwanzaa. No? Anything? Sorry. Abnormal Investigations, what's up?
OCST.
Northwoods.
Harold.
Sharon Guy, welcome.
Sharon and Sharon. How you doing, ladies? Good to see
So
you.
was Santa good to you? Hi, Judy.
Judy.
So nice. You got to say it 3 or 4 times.
Right. Michelle.
Hey, Michelle, how are you? So yeah, this is we exchange gifts. Should have just kept their own, probably.
No, I like mine.
I think it's just funny, you know. We for her birthday, I bought her a fishing pole.
I get a bait caster.
A bait caster.
I've been wanting one.
So I got it.
I don't know how to use it quite yet, but
So it's
getting
around.
there. He thinks when he's not here, that's when I pull with it.
It hasn't moved.
Oh, bull.
Really?
Well, this time it hasn't. In the
Tell
last
me
few
what
days,
color worms on the hook.
That is the brown one. Then I know what hooks. I mean, what worms on there. I put it on there.
But she doesn't.
I do, unless you changed it.
There's no worm on the hook.
Well, then you took it off because that's what was on it.
So that's what I got her for her birthday.
For my
So then Christmas rolls around and I've just not been in the holiday spirit or whatever. I don't know. I just kind of drug my feet or came up too quickly or whatever. Christmas Eve, I go to get bait and I'm like, shit, while I'm here. She's been using one of my old rods for
forever since I learned how to fish.
Yeah. And I wanted her to have her own, so I bought her a rod and reel combo at the bait store. And it's made by a company called Pflueger. Pflueger is a really, I don't know how this is. Pflueger is generally a great,
I love it.
Great reel company. And apparently they make rods too. And so I got her this rod and reel.
Well, I had overheard him have a conversation with, I believe it was LIV Mike, that St. Croix was his favorite. Like, he's always wanted one. They're crazy, stupid expensive. But I found one within reason. But I didn't get the one, they didn't have the one that I wanted, which was the rod and reel combination. So I had to get separate.
We got the same gift.
I got him the St. Croix. But what was funny was he handed me the rod and reel first. And the first thing I saw was Pflueger. And I'm like, I said it out loud. I said, you got to be fucking kidding me. Because the reel that I matched with his rod that I got him was a Pflueger. Of all the brands. And
yeah. We both got each other a Pflueger.
Yeah. I mean, I did my homework and kind of shopped around and searched around. And yeah, I had the intention of getting the combo, the St. Croix combo, but they were out. They're out.
Well, I also bought some lures for her to use and some trailers for them and whatnot. I bought chatterbaits. She hands me a box that she had wrapped, and there's some lures in there, some spinner baits, and sure as shit, there's chatterbaits in there with
the same color, the same pattern. We picked out the same exact.
Different
brand name.
Different manufacturer.
That
but
was it. We just kind of laughed. It was funny.
LIB, what's up?
What'd it do?
Yeah, it was just couldn't help but laugh.
LIB said St. Croix is fire. I've had no issues.
No, St. Croix is a good friggin' rod company. They're up in Wisconsin. I tried one out while I was in Wisconsin. A friend of mine had them, so I fished with one day, and I was like, "Oh, I want one," but his was like a $400 rod.
Yeah, they get.
So I didn't want it that bad.
They get expensive for sure.
Yeah.
And when you got one cheap.
LIB says your wall's getting full, guys.
Right.
Well, she actually took stuff down on her side to put up Christmas stuff.
Wait, is he referring to the wall outside with all the rods? That was my first impression when I read that.
Oh,
that
I thought he
out
meant
there.
the wall behind me because it was covered with shit. No, not shit, stuff.
My first thought was that he was talking about the wall outside with all the fishing holes and hanging from.
Yeah, that's
leaning on them.
Well, I'm in the process of making room for
both walls. I guess he said, "LOL." Which one did you mean? That's I gotta know now.
All right, the link is in chat. If anybody wants to click on the link, come hang out and bullshit, whatever. We're here.
Nostalgic podcast.
Roger Blair, how are you?
How you doing, Chance?
Hey, Chance.
Merry Christmas. After.
G'day, Mark. Sorry, I missed you.
Mark, g'day. Good to see you.
Yeah, it's just you guys probably think we're lame, though. All they have fucking talk about is fishing, and they buy each other fishing gifts. It's kind of weird.
No,
something fishy going on. But what's funny is I've been waiting for crappie to move in. Every day for weeks, I've been throwing a bobber out there with a minnow on it or two, and nothing. Yesterday on Christmas, I go out around noon. Say, what the hell? Threw a bobber out there.
What's slamming them?
Got a crappie. I caught 6 in like about an hour, and then it just shut off. I got a bass too.
I caught nothing. Well, yesterday morning I caught a tiny crappie and a little teeny tiny. I guess it was what, a warma. Little. I had to get him to take the hook out of its mouth because I think the hook was bigger than the fish.
Oh, the warmouth.
Yeah. Today, nothing. I was out there for a couple hours this morning. Nothing.
Yeah, I worked all day. I was on the dock
nothing.
for over 8 hours today. Usually I go down, I do what I got to do, and then I leave for a little while, and then I go back. I was there all day today. I know, boo-hoo, poor me. But you said about the breeze. Yeah, I was down to just a t-shirt today, but then around 4 o'clock I had to put a long sleeve on. Because it was a weird day. It's cloudy. It looked like it was going to rain.
Most of the
Then it
day,
cleared
most
up.
of the day, and then the sun popped out a little bit. There was a steady breeze out here all day. I mean, I tried again this afternoon because I know it was around 1 o'clock or so. He was catching all the crappie that he did yesterday, so I figured I'd go out there and try. Same time. No, I was out there for a couple hours and nothing. There were some guys on the pier and they weren't getting. No. They even walked around to the shore over here, so in the corner. They weren't catching anything.
Hey, Christy. Hey, Val.
Val.
Good to see you. Merry Christmas. I know it's the day after, but we say it up to. Why not? Keep saying it after. I think you should say it the
duration.
Yeah, till New Year's.
Absolutely.
That's my thought. Too cold for fishing, unfortunately. I can't stand still long enough without getting frostbitten fingers.
Sharon wants to know, Mugs, do you have set hours, days for your job?
No.
No, that's the beauty of it.
It's like right now is a slow season. I work at one of 4 locations. I'm the only person that works there. I have 3 boats I take care of, and I don't know how many members I have for my location. But when somebody has a reservation, I make sure that boat is ready, gassed, cleaned, and ready to go. And when they get there, I put them on the boat and send them off. And when they come back, I grab the rope, dock them, and send them on their merry way. And, check the boat in and out, whatever. But it's only when I have reservations. Like tomorrow, I don't have any reservations for tomorrow. Until so far until sometime next week. But like the boats that went out today have to be fueled. So I leave that till the next day. So I have to go in tomorrow and get some hours, and because otherwise I'll just I won't.
Outside of that, it's almost as if he's on call. If somebody calls and wants to take a boat out, then he'll go in and.
So I don't have any days, specific days off, or because if somebody like at 9 o'clock in the morning on a Monday where I think I'm off, they'd be like, "Hey, is there a boat available?" I have to be like, "Of course." But yeah, it works. I dig it. But when it's busy, it's busy. There's times when I'll have 2 boats go out, 2 boats come back at the same time, and I got to flip them both within an hour. Meaning I got to wash them both, fuel them both.
Less than that.
Yeah, and fueling part is I have to drive over to the fuel dock, so it's time consuming. Karen, how are you? Hey, Connor.
Yeah, Mike said it. Unless the weather is shitty, it's a pretty cool gig.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's an awesome gig.
Well, he's been on one of the boats.
Right.
Yeah, when Mike came down, I took him out on one of our boats. Danny Staten, what's happening, buddy?
Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
He said Happy Holidays.
What are we talking about? Oh, the boats and work and whatever.
How you doing, Connor? Good to see you.
Yeah, I like my job.
I like your job.
I was sitting in the truck. I just gotten back to work, or I don't know. I just hopped in the truck to warm up or something, and I started talking to one of the city workers, this kid that used to do the same thing I do, just for a different company. And I said to him, I said, dude, he's talking to some members from his old boat club, and they're talking about how they can't keep people working. And I'm like, crazy. And I'm sitting there going, fuck, I love my job. Like, I'm not leaving my job. They'll have to like carry me away from my job.
I think for that company, it's different though. There's more oversight as far as
other companies. You mean?
Yeah.
Management more corporate and no,
they leave you alone.
Yeah, I forget I have bosses sometimes. I don't talk to them. I don't call them. I don't unless
they have another club there. Because you don't bother them unless you have to, unless you absolutely need something. Yeah. Because most of the time you figure it out.
Yeah. Hey,
it's a cool gig.
Enough about me.
It is. LRB says he's pretty sure he's been on all of them. All 3 boats when he was out there with you.
Oh, plus we did the
Crystal River.
Yeah. That was cool. That was fun.
He said Brad has a badass spot too.
Yeah, Brad is another guy that does what I do. He does it at the another location.
Well, it's because of Brad.
Oh yeah, well, it's because of me.
Well, yeah, yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, Brad.
It's because of meeting Brad.
Yeah, Crystal River was where I first started with the company. And then soon after, well, you guys, you were there.
Yeah.
It's not like we've been gone
Yeah,
for
right.
3 weeks.
Mike says I'd do that in a heartbeat. Yeah, me too. It's a cool gig.
That's why I wanted them to buy that piece of property that
I know.
and put that marina in there.
I think if they did that, I'd probably go to work for them too. There'd be something to do over there.
They could have their own marina,
I know.
not just a club. They'd have their own fucking marina.
I know. It's a big investment, though,
Yeah.
just for all the work that needs to be done. You know?
Well, it's this piece of property that there's a possibility we might put our boats on. It's off the Dora Canal, and then it's this little, what do you call that? It's not a bay. It's too small to be a
Inlet,
bay.
almost.
Some sort of inlet,
Yeah,
little body of water off the.
little branch.
But there's docks there. Well, where there used to be docks, it's all deteriorated now. But amazing location. Harris Chain is better to me because it's less busy. It no, that it gets busy. It gets really busy here, dude.
In other ways than just the.
I've gone through the
rentals.
Dora Canal where it's like a conga line of boats. You know, you're just bow to stern, stacked up. Claude Noel, how are you? Good to see you.
Sharon says my oldest son has to be operated on again in the morning. His previous surgery on the 20th of December left him all infected. Doctor has to do it again.
Oh no!
Prayers for your son,
Absolutely,
Sharon.
prayers.
For sure. Hope everything goes well.
Chance, what's happening?
Happy New Year, everybody.
All right.
Can
How was your Christmas?
you hear
I
you?
can't hear you.
Is it us?
I don't know. Let me see.
Hang on 1 second.
You're not muted on this end.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
No, I mean with the speaker, the Bluetooth speaker.
It was me. Can you hear me now?
No, we had the countdown came
that's-
through it.
Oh, that's
so
true. Yeah, no, you're right. So it's on you, Chance.
Can you hear me
Just
now? Hello?
Let me go here real quick.
No, I can actually hear him come through my phone a little bit.
Edit Mike's. Hold on. Let me double check on this one.
Oh no.
Bluetooth mode.
Hey, say something.
Hello.
There you go. You gotta turn up the volume, probably.
Happy New Year, everybody.
There we go.
There you go.
That was on us. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. I hope you had a real good Christmas.
It wasn't.
Oh, well. Thank
It
you.
was
No,
it
our
was
Christmas-
me. It was
Our
me,
Christmas
guys.
was good.
It was my
That's all
fault.
right.
Good. I'm glad.
Yours?
Weird. It was weird.
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 My niece Molly, she's 11. She got the flu, so we didn't do Christmas till today. I go to my parents' house. They're 5 miles up the road, 5.5 miles, and my sister brings her kids, and so just everything got canceled yesterday. But it was good when we got together today. It was great. But anyway, I was going to I suggested, hey, put her on FaceTime upstairs when we open. Nobody liked that idea. They're like, no, we can't do that. It's about the kids.
Is she
Just
feeling
wait.
better today?
Yes. Yeah. She's went
Good.
to the doctor. She's better.
Very good.
Well, that was cool that you guys did that for her. You put it off and she got to enjoy it. That's cool.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Did you guys travel?
No.
No. No.
What you crazy?
I know.
I got no
Yeah.
place to go. No, we stayed in. I cooked dinner.
I went and saw my dad and stepmom for a little bit yesterday. Hung out with them for a while, and he cooked an awesome dinner. Oh, I'm still hurting.
What was the main course? Was it ham or turkey or?
Prime rib.
Oh yeah, with Yorkshire pudding for dessert. Oh man, that's the best.
Yeah. We did prime rib, mashed potatoes
Brussels
with gravy,
sprout.
roasted Brussels sprouts and carrots, and some rolls. And
Yeah.
we did it again tonight. We just added mac and cheese.
I baked some mac and cheese earlier today, and we just had that with the leftover prime rib and veggies and stuff. So
It was
Did
good.
you,
it was.
did you exchange gifts or do you not do gifts?
You missed the first
Oh,
part
you
of the
missed
show.
it. Yeah, we exchanged gifts.
We
We
did.
gave each other the same exact thing.
Pretty much.
Well, I'll
We gave
rewind.
each other a fishing pole and a reel and the same lures.
Yeah, and the same manufacturer for the reel. I mean, yeah, for the reel.
Christy says, "You're making me hungry."
Oh, it was awesome.
I got a cool gift. It's right here.
So,
Well,
what'd you get?
you know what? I think the carbs are going back off the menu
Next month.
Next month.
What'd you get?
But you can still come down, Mike.
Well, you know I'm a nerd, so I got a nerd gift. I'm going to demonstrate it. Cover your ears a little bit.
I'll just turn down the volume a little bit.
It's a Star Trek original phaser gun.
Oh, now I'm turning up the volume.
Get
Come
out.
on.
I'm going to fire it, and it hurts. It gets really hot after a while. It starts heating up my hand. You ready?
Do it.
I'm just giving fair warning to your audience. It might get loud. I'll just do it for 5 seconds, okay? Because it gets hot. Ah, God, it's hot,
And they call him an actor.
and it's also an electric shaver too. It doubles as an electric
There
shaver.
There you go.
That's too funny.
Anyway, that's
That's
that.
awesome. Mike says, "Mason jar, here we come." LOL.
Val says, all I wanted for Christmas dinner was mashed potatoes and homemade gravy. Didn't get the gravy. I'm sorry. Sucks. I didn't have any gravy tonight either. I had to use butter.
There's more gravy up there.
Yeah, I didn't feel like making
I figured.
2 cups of gravy for 1 cup of potatoes.
Yeah.
I should just like dissolve the potatoes into the gravy and use a straw.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that
I've
is
had-
cool.
I've had more problems with YouTube, guys. I mean, you're YouTube creators. I'm a YouTube creator. You don't play clips, fortunately, and I do. But like, you can check out clips for copyright, which I did. And even then, when I was live, like Christmas Eve, my
Shut you
stream,
down.
I saw you go
We
down.
saw you.
yeah, it went down
I was
twice.
like, oh, shit, where'd he go?
It went down twice, but then I re-uploaded it as a video, no problem. The whole thing, no problem at all. It's just I think there's different bots looking for copyright when you're live.
They had you tagged.
Because Christmas Eve, I was ready to play music, but then something happened with the
The speaker wouldn't
speaker
play it.
or whatever, so I didn't bother.
You can play, you know, like versions from karaoke. You know, that's perfectly fine. You can play Christmas
If
songs.
it's slightly altered or different.
Yeah, they're not
They're not
the
copyrighted.
original studio productions.
Right.
It was so frustrating, guys, because like it was clips from old TV shows like 8 is Enough Christmas episodes. And again, I uploaded it just as an unlisted video, and it did detect the copyright, but it says the copyright owner allows this to be published on YouTube. Fair enough. So I try that, and oh well. I mean, and there's no phone number to call. You can't get a human being. I might get, yeah, I might get a chat bot, and it can maybe transfer me to a human being, but oh well.
No, not even then. You get the runaround.
So you're lucky you don't fool with clips because it's frustrating as all get out. Very logical.
That is weird, Mike. He says there was no red sauce on Christmas dinner for the first time ever. It was an odd one.
What did y'all eat then? I mean, not to be funny, but
No, but where did he spend Christmas? I don't know. He says marinara is usually on the menu somewhere.
well, that's
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is odd. I mean, my first marriage, we'd spent a lot of Christmases in Brooklyn or in Staten Island with full-blooded Italian families, and there was always sauce. There was always a pot of gravy.
Christmas
You know.
Eve every year.
Yeah,
I remember my grandpa.
that's crazy.
May I ask both you guys a question? You took a hiatus, and while that was going on, we had all these drones in your former state of New Jersey. Have you covered that topic or theories? Do you think it's aliens? What do
I
you
don't
think's
think it's
going on with that?
I don't think it's alien. I think our government knows exactly what it is. They have to know what it is. Military, they've got to know. I mean, whatever's going on, I don't know why they wouldn't say.
It's just the problem that I see is the bureaucracy. They sit there and say, in a congressional meeting, oh well, we have to have a meeting about this. No, you have to fucking do something about it, not have a meeting about it.
There's that Jersey again.
So, well, yeah, I'm from Jersey. We're
I
going to
hear
talk Jersey.
I hear it. Sorry.
Jersey, that's mafia, brother.
Yeah, they're not. There's too much talk and not enough action. You don't have to shoot one down. You don't have to blow one up to make to take it out of the sky.
I said I would.
There's other ways around that.
I'm like, why don't they just shoot one down and all questions will be answered?
No, because they can use electronics that will jam that signal if it's a remote control or they're manned. I don't know, but it's just weird.
Pre-programmed, because they say China's 10 years ahead of us with that technology, where it's not even a signal. It's scary, man.
For somebody like myself that's seen weird aircraft, I had something fly over my head at the beach and thought 100% at the moment that it was man-made until I seen it down the beach after it passed over and it just shot straight up in the air. I'm conflicted. It's like what they're showing in all these videos that I'm seeing, it looks man-made. What I saw had no sound. There was lights, but it wasn't fully lit. There were lights on the points of the triangle. It's hard to say. What I'm looking at, in my opinion only, is it seems man-made. I mean, I don't get the feel that it's alien.
Well, Sharon's got the point. And if they shoot it down, where does it fall? So you have to take them out over the water if they're there.
They're already suggesting that they're over the water, coming from the water, whatever it may be. If it's over the water, shoot it down. I mean, if no one's sure, if you're not sure, but for them to say, "Oh, it's not a threat," but we don't know what it is, that's weird to me.
Yeah.
That's weird to me.
Talking out of both sides of the rear end. Yep.
What's the difference of crossing the border or invading our airspace?
Where's the line?
Where's
drawn?
the line? These are unidentified aircraft that are visible, that are hanging out. They're not even just like popping in real quick, saying hi and leaving. They're like coming, sitting in spots for 30 minutes
And
at a
then
time.
you got to think back to the balloons, from
Chinese
balloons.
Yeah. Spy balloons.
Yeah. Over military installations yet. Yeah.
Same as what these drones are being accused of.
And some are as big as an SUV. They're like pretty big size. They're not like the ones at Radio Shack.
Yeah.
I mean, dang.
I haven't heard that name in a while.
I know.
Tandy Corporation.
That's right. Remember those computers they had in the 80s, like those lame computers, like before Apple, even before the Mac?
Yeah.
Like DOS, pre-DOS even, I think.
Radio Shack was a cool store, though.
Brother.
Oh, yeah, it was. No doubt. I got so much gear there from when I was doing music. I loved it. 8-track.
Valley Motors says nefarious activities.
Yeah, and that's a word that they keep using. Nefarious. You never hear that, and then now everybody's using that word.
They like big words, a lot
Yeah.
of syllables.
I haven't heard that word since the old Lost in Space show. The nefarious Dr. Zachary Smith. The narrator.
Sharon,
would refer to
Sharon
nefarious.
says the big question is why are they so secretive with it? What are they hiding? Well, Trump's already said they know what it is.
Trump said they know what it is, said the military knows what it is, and
And he doesn't understand
he
why they're
doesn't-
being so fucking
he
quiet.
thinks it's weird that they're not telling the people.
This current administration said they're going to be transparent, man. They're the worst liars of all.
This administration,
Come on.
forget it. They're trying everything to ruin everything that they possibly can in the next week.
I know. It's so obvious.
When
2 weeks.
When Trump was asked if he was briefed on it, he said, "I can't answer that." That was his remark. Can't answer that.
Mm.
Or won't. I don't remember which word
Well,
he
no,
used. Can or won't.
he's got limits, I'm sure. You know.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that 100%.
Do you think when he's sworn in, he can say more?
Oh, I think he will.
Yeah.
Whether he can or can't,
I think
he will.
I mean, yeah, he's already talked about disclosure of all different subjects. So
Right.
I could see him being transparent with that as much as he can.
You know, we talk about this administration now, where he, you know, how as a president, usually before he goes out, they pardon people or that's some sketchy shit that got pulled there, where murderers are getting out.
Yeah, child murderers, and I won't even say what else they did. It's disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand that shit.
I think they're just
Yeah.
going to wreak as much havoc as
Yeah,
they can.
that's what I said. Before they leave, they're just going to do as much damage as
Well, I
possible.
mean, they were successful with that by allowing the bombs to go into Russia.
Oh,
You know,
I
the
know.
missiles to Russia.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Trump Tower is going to have UFO cannons on top soon. That's what my
Trump's not president. Biden needs to clearly be transparent. Is that a joke? Clearly and transparent.
I can see he's a dumbass. He is transparent, I guess.
He's a puppet.
Yeah.
At this point, he's not. He's just a figurehead. He's not
That's
even
the
a.
scary thing, dude. It's scary. It's scary. Like you said, those pardons. Who's really doing that? I mean, that's just
Yeah,
who's pulling the string?
1,500. What's the word?
I don't-
There's another word for pardon, or somebody knows it. I can't think of it. Yeah, but he did 1,500
he commuted the executions.
commuted. That's it.
Yeah, that's
That was
true.
it. He put people on, kept them on death row, or life in prison.
Donald said, "Spend and sell our wall materials." That was the other thing. They're
Oh, yeah.
sell the wall materials for the Mexican border. Yeah, they're scrapping all that and selling it off, all the materials.
For pennies
I think
on the
that's what-
dollar. Yeah.
Yeah,
Serious?
for pennies on the dollar. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I
It's
forgot
just
to
a
tell
big
you that.
FU.
Oh,
It's
fucked up shit.
FU to the people, and the electorate. I don't know. Ah. Hey, audio.
Wow. Audio, what's happening? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just
So
heard
all the
that the other
shit,
day.
all the shit that's stockpiled that they were going
I
to
saw-
use to
I saw a
continue building a
video-
wall.
Yeah, I saw a video of the long sheets of metal on the back of a trailer being hauled off. Somebody had bought it.
For
Yeah,
auction.
there's-
They're auctioning.
Yeah.
There are auctions and sales where selling it for a fraction of the cost the taxpayer
Everything.
has already paid for. It's outrageous.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? They just paid twice for it.
Yeah.
Whoever
Yeah.
bought it, just paid twice for it.
Yep.
And yeah, of course it's at a discount because what they paid for it, they'll pay $23,000 for a screw. You know, so who knows what they paid for that shit?
True story.
All that stuff on NASA, the inflated price for a screw on the space shuttle, and they had space shuttles. It was crazy what things
Just
cost.
saying, you know what
Yeah.
the money that they deal with is ridiculous. It's stupid. Like it just doesn't make sense. Or dollars.
Well, okay, so you guys both agree it's not unidentified flying objects. It's definitely
Well, it's
I don't
not
think-
identified at
I
the
don't-
time, but it's not alien.
I don't think it's alien.
It's not,
Yeah.
I don't think it's alien.
Not at all.
No. Now, do I think there's alien stuff up there? Yes. I believe what I saw. I can't comprehend how we have the technology of what I saw go up the way it did. If we do, then that's just fucking amazing. I mean, what?
It couldn't be manned because
No, because of how fast
The G-forces,
No, there's no way.
they don't have any inertia dampening systems in our equipment.
What I saw went out of the atmosphere. I mean, just within seconds.
Don't you
Yeah.
guys wish we could explore under the ocean? I mean, so much of the
Yeah,
earth.
I say
That's
that all
where
the
the
time.
aliens might be hiding out. I don't know. I mean,
God knows what's in there. I mean, I get wanting to explore what's out in the universe, but to not know what we have
Figure
here
out what's
on
here
Earth,
first.
yeah, it baffles me
Well,
too.
that's what I've always said is I don't get into alien. Like I don't worry about that shit. Aliens. Like, because there's nothing we can do about it. I worry about what's here and terrestrial, like if there's a Bigfoot or, what's living next door, what's up there? Can't control.
it's true.
But I can control whether or not I go in the woods. Get abducted and probed? Nope, can't control it. Just assuming I'd be probed.
We'll say a word. Grasshopper.
No,
Merry
it's not
Christmas.
wishful thinking. Grasshopper, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, my head.
Did you guys have a good break, or did you talk all about it last time already?
We didn't do much. We just chilled,
I wasn't feeling
that's
good
good.
for a good part of it, so I just
she's
kind
been
of.
under the weather.
I've been late. I was spending a lot of time laying around and feeling miserable there for a little bit, but
I'm sorry to hear that.
yeah, we didn't do a whole lot.
Hope
It
you
went
at least
by
got some rest.
We attempted to go to karaoke one night just to get there and find that it wasn't that night.
Yeah, I go on this bar's website and they're like, oh, yeah, Thursday nights we have karaoke. Get there. We have karaoke on Sundays and Tuesdays.
Yeah,
It's like,
Oh, I'd be
fuckers.
pissed. I bet you were pissed off.
yeah.
Did you drive?
Well, so we can go on Sundays now. And Tuesday I'm booked. So
Did you drive far to get there?
No, it's just right
That's
up the
good.
street.
about 8
That's-
minutes.
If that, I think it took longer to figure out how to get out of there.
Right?
Did you get mad and say, you need to update your website, man? Did you get in somebody's face?
He mentioned it to
I
the
mentioned
bartender.
it, but I was
He wasn't in her face.
cool headed
Oh, that's cool.
on the outside. Mr. Fritz. What's up, buddy? He says, I done got so fat I can't see my pecker anymore.
Oh, Lord.
Unidentified little object.
Share guy said, Jay, you're nasty.
It's a Ulo. He says, Graz says, I'm getting a root canal and crown tomorrow. I'm manning it up till then. Yeah, I probably need, not probably. I need some dental work myself. I still have wisdom teeth, and this one's got to go.
You still have wisdom teeth. Interesting.
Yeah.
I guess some people doesn't push their teeth forward or whatever. Or,
Yeah,
I guess everyone's
they're not
different.
impacted. They're not impacted or anything. This one's just it's got a cavity in it, and it's starting to really bother me. So right after the first of the year, I'll go get it taken care of.
I think I had mine removed when I was 19 or something. And they put that gauze, you know, where the teeth used to be. It's such a weird sensation. You can't have to put your tongue up in there. It's like there's a hole where teeth used to be. Yeah.
Yeah, I just did it. Because I had my back ones taken out. I'm in the top. The wisdom now. Yeah, both ones on the top are gone.
I wasn't born with top wisdom teeth, only the
Well,
bottom, and I got those taken out years ago. But yeah, I never got it.
I had braces when I was 13, and they didn't have to remove a single tooth. My sisters, both of them, they had like 4 teeth taken out just to have braces. Well, hope everything goes all right, Graz.
Hope you heal quickly.
Sounds like you. I don't do drugs till I'm crawling on the ground. She doesn't either. She doesn't.
No, I went to the doctor's last week was it? Whatever, just recently, and they were trying to give me something. I had an IV.
Narcotics.
They're like, "Oh, we'll give you a narcotic." I'm like, "Why? Why? No, you gave me the Tylenol and that helped, but it wore off pretty quickly. So just give me some more of that." You know, they're wanting to drug me up. I'm like, I got to drive home, and I don't want it. The 2 reasons, you know, you're gonna shoot me up with narcotics and send me on my way. That sounds real smart. You know, amazing.
You'd be back soon in the emergency room, and then
Yeah,
they'd make some more money.
from being in a crash, or I mean, but no, I won't.
Was it a man trying to do that to you or a woman?
It was a woman.
Okay. I was going to say a little suspicious there. All right.
I mean, even after my amputation, they told me I couldn't go to the rehab facility until I was off of all IV medications. I had to be off for 24 hours. I said, stop it right now. I didn't want anything. I mean, this was 2 days after
What's up,
my
Jack?
amputation. I didn't have any narcotics of any kind.
Yeah.
I didn't want it. I don't want it. Been through that, done that. It's the most god awful thing to get off of all that. No, I would
So
never do that
addictive.
again.
Yes, those opioids, you know, pain pills.
Yeah. Oh, God. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Mr. Dan Dubin, good evening.
Yeah, I'll never do that again. Never again.
I was never about painkillers.
Well, I didn't
I mean,
want to be.
I'll do Tylenol.
Wasn't for the
Ibuprofen, whatever,
wanting
but-
it. I didn't want that shit. It was just at the time of my injury.
No, I'm not
doctors-
saying you
No,
wanted
no,
it.
I know. I'm just saying. I didn't want it to
Right.
begin with. Is my point.
Good for you. That's good. Just say no.
Oh, it's awful.
Just say, bartender, bring me another one. 'Cause that's what I used to do, is drink a lot. And you can't mix alcohol and narcotics. It just doesn't work.
No. Each on its own is bad enough.
Yeah.
Mixing the two, that's just disaster.
My ex is all hooked on pills. It's so sad. Like prescribed Xanax from a shrink, but then she takes those muscle relaxers, which is not prescribed, and other things. It's turned her mind into mush. It's terrible.
Trackway, good to see you. Merry Christmas.
Are you guys going to be live on New Year's Eve? That falls on a Tuesday, I believe.
Yeah, we'll be here. Yeah, we'll probably do maybe a 3-hour show or go on an hour later. I don't know, but we're gonna ring in the new year.
For sure.
Extend it. Yeah, I was going to say extend it or change the time. That's great. That's awesome.
Bobby Yance. Good to see you. I'm listening from work, she says.
All right. What do we get? We got 26.
Last episode says Aleve is my first pain med.
And I never had much luck with Aleve.
Me
To
either.
me, it didn't. It just leave me alone.
Yeah, right.
It didn't work.
Never really worked on me. Tylenol or ibuprofen.
And Christy will be
As far as I
live
go.
on New Year's Day. Those guys over at
Christy and Harold.
OCST. So check that out. They'll be on. What's today? They were. Oh, that was last night. Yeah, next week, next Wednesday.
The only pill I like, which is not a drug or a narcotic, to help me sleep is that melatonin. You can get that anywhere at Walmart or wherever. I like melatonin, all right.
Yeah, I don't
That's about
really
it.
like that.
I don't use sleep aids. Don't need them.
No. I
Really?
probably
Your head hits the pillow and you're good. You're a lucky man. I have
Oh no,
trouble-
it depends on how much coffee I've had. You know.
in general, if my head hits the pillow, I'm knocked out within minutes.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody fall asleep as quick as her.
It just shows the signs of a sheer exhaustion.
You have that ability to shut off your mind, apparently.
Yeah, it's a learned gift. Let me tell you.
Are you counting sheep?
No, I don't know what it is. I just
Could be a
go
happy
into that.
place.
Yeah, think happy thoughts and I'm out. It's rare that I'll have a sleepless night. If I do, it's because I have so much on my mind that it won't allow me to sleep. Then you know I'm just all fucked up.
But you get up at weird hours anyway. So.
Well, I gotta pee. I can't help it. And it's a process because I gotta get up and put my legs on. And by the time I get to the bathroom and then I'm done, I'm awake. You know, I'm up. It's no staggering to the bathroom, handle my business, and go back to bed. I'm wide awake if I gotta get up and go pee.
WTF, Mike?
I know, too much information.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you as well. Good to see you. Robert wants to know, is anyone else getting some interference / noise intermittently, whatever?
Here, a little bit. Crackling. Crackling.
I'm just
One
trying
of
to
those
help.
big fucking words with too many syllables.
Oh, I put finding the trackway to sleep. Finding the trackway.
Good
Speaking of
night,
sleep.
Trackway. Good to see you.
Good night, Trackway.
Dream about the angels, bro.
Mike says it's good to see you all too. Okay. So anybody win a bet, like whether or not we were coming back or not? We were just like, we're out. We'll be back sometime.
WTF Mike says it sounds like your mic is popping.
It could be a
My mic
cable.
is-
Maybe it's a cable.
We don't hear it.
I hear it a little bit. It just did it. It's not that bad though. I wouldn't fret.
Oh, I'm wondering if the
Could be a loose connection.
still is it still doing it?
You got a screw loose.
No, I don't
Oh,
hear
no,
it now.
I need a new cable, a new antenna cable. That
You're good now.
So,
You're good now. I don't hear it. It went whatever you did.
don't
Yeah,
shake
that
the
did it
table.
great.
I'm nowhere near it.
Oh, now it just did it.
Sorry about that, guys. That sucks. Spoken up sooner. Bobby says, I thought it was the machine I'm on. Yeah, it's on everybody else's end. Not
That's
this
right.
end. Yeah. Oops.
Receive it. Here's my thing. Check.
And Jay says, that's Stevie B, a loose connection.
Jay, shush you.
She knows where you live.
That's right. Gotta find
Mike,
you.
come on up. I'm about to duck out.
You can go knock on
Um,
your door. The show is still going on.
That's
Just
right.
freeze your.
I'll be back.
So Robert uses a BiPAP and you sleep more soundly and longer. Not as tired during the day. I found, for a while there, I don't take as many naps. Like, it could be like 1 o'clock and I got nothing going on. I'm like, I'm going to go lay down for an hour. 2 hours later, it's like, oh shit, I know I sleep this late. But lately I haven't been tired. Like, I don't know.
Well, the other night, he's like, I'm gonna go lay down for an hour. I looked at the time; it was like 8:30 going on
That was
9.
last night.
That was last night.
Yeah.
8:30 going on 9. I think you woke up at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. No, it was like 4.
I had shit to do.
It was like 4 this morning. He slept all night.
Oh, well. Is your dock dry?
She says, "Oh, good news! We got a brand new dock. Just finished up Friday." Oh, that's cool.
Very cool. How dry is your dock?
I meant to ask you both, do you have any pets?
I have a dog.
Maya.
Oh, awesome.
I had 2 until almost a year ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, New Year's Day,
Eve.
I buried my dog,
Oh, Jesus.
Lucy. I had her for 14 years.
Oh.
She was a good dog. She was a runner. Every opportunity she got, she was out.
Yeah.
She would find every.
Up
I
until-
think
up
that
until-
like the yard is completely not here, but when I was in Arizona, oh yeah, this yard is sealed tight. Bullshit. She would find that weakness in a heartbeat.
It was
and be
like-
out.
a week before she passed, I chased her down to the park over there and carried her all the way back to the house. She was still trying to run.
Blind and
Ah, that's so sad. And they get those cloudy eyes. Yeah, the cataracts. Yeah.
yeah, it got. But she had a good life.
Oh, yeah,
I took care of her. Richie, what's up? Richie knows new
Lucy.
Lucy.
Sharon said Lucy was a beautiful dog.
Yeah, Sharon.
Anna?
Sharon met Lucy too.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Danny Staten in South Carolina. How you doing?
Greetings.
Yeah, that's right. He should trademark that. Written from South Carolina. Happy trails, everybody.
Greetings.
That's more like it.
Lucy who? You know, my little
He's
dog
laughing,
Lucy.
he's laughing emojis behind Lucy.
It's almost been a year. That's what I was just getting at.
We still hung her stuff.
Yeah, I hung up her stocking,
I was going to, and you beat me to it.
Jay, I'm sorry to hear that Janet's having health issues.
Oh no. What?
We'll get in touch.
For sure.
Danny said, glad the Christmas stuff is over, getting ready for New Year's Eve. Dude, it's only over by like hours. Man.
Yeah. Not even 24 yet.
The wise men are still wandering around. This is just the second day of Christmas. But I know what you mean. 2 turtle doves, right? The second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. There's 2 turtle doves on the second day, I think.
Partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. Jason, Lucy was a sweet little dog. Yes, she was. Grasshopper says, live view of the White House. No alien mothership over it yet.
We got an alien in it. That's about it.
Oh, right.
Heard a few. A few reptilians. I'm just scrolling back to see what I missed. Hey, Jay, have you been doing any fishing off that new dock, or you just got it Friday? So yeah, you've had time to fish it. Any luck? We The crappie started moving in here, so that's cool. Well, yesterday. Today it was squadouche. Nothing. Donald says, Graz, has Biden emptied the furniture out yet?
The U-Haul truck.
Tim Conway, Dorf.
You
Remember
see
he's do you guys remember when Tim Conway from the Carol Burnett Show did this Dorf character where he's like
Sure.
in a little
Sure.
yeah, he's on his knees doing a golf bit. It was kind of
Golf show? Yeah.
he said
Dorf.
Biden reminds me of Tim Conway doing his old man routine. He reminds me of Mr. Magoo, the cartoon.
Right?
Voiced by Jim Backus from Thurston Howell III, Gilligan's
Right.
Island.
Yeah. Mr. Magoo. Yeah, I could. That's probably best description.
Oh, Danny thinks they are aliens, unless he's joking. Danny Staten. We were just talking about that earlier. We ruled out aliens.
Jay, we're praying for her.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no aliens. They're here. The government is calling them drones, so everyone doesn't freak out, according to Danny.
Richie, I believe that.
We know exactly what they are.
He says, I'm from Mars.
Yeah.
Well, I got nothing. I'm sitting here like a bump on a log. I think my dinner's about to be ready. I think I'll see myself out in just a minute.
I'm sorry, dude.
No, I mean, I don't think I'm adding much to the conversation.
I'm reading. I'm trying to catch up and read chat real quick. And
Oh, you're fine. No,
Oh, but you are. So
I'm just being boring is what I'm saying.
yeah, we're okay.
The old Probe. I used to drive a Ford Probe, but
Yeah, that was a pretty cool car.
yeah.
Probe. You know, it had those. I don't know if it was on one side or on both sides of the hood. There was like this little bubble. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Had a silver Ford Probe. Yep.
Christy says, Chance, you can never be boring.
Thank you. I beg to differ, but I appreciate it. You know, I'm going to do a pod blast about discontinued cars. That's a good idea. You made me think of. Let me write that down. Like the Ford Probe, before I forget. Discontinued cars.
The Tucker. You know.
The El Camino. Is it a truck? Is it a car? What is it?
What was the
Discontinued
difference
car.
between an El Camino and El Ranchero?
Right.
Hmm. Graz says, looked up and see Trudeau on the big screen. Hers.
Pinto. Yeah, that's. I was trying to think of the name. Danny said Pinto, the car that went boom.
Death from Behind.
Right.
The Audi 5000 did that too. Like in the early 80s, it would just go into reverse and run people over in parking lots. It was
Oh,
terrible.
really?
Yeah. It was a big news story. I remember that. It's happening a lot back then.
I'm still reading. Do they make a Ford Focus still?
That replaced the Escort.
I don't know.
Yeah, they do. They do actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Volkswagen Rabbit that came to mind. The cars that they don't make anymore.
Oh yeah, the Rabbit.
The
The
little
Rabbit.
rabbits.
My friend had that convertible.
I remember. Yeah, back in the '80s.
Or
And what
That
was
was a
the
nice little car. That
Chevy.
was
The
little things were quick.
Cabrero or something? Remember the Volkswagen Cabrero or something? I'm probably mispronouncing it.
Cabriolet.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Cabriolet.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah, that one.
The champagne of cars, champagne, the champagne of beers. What? I don't know. My mind just went off on a tangent. Sorry. Champagne.
So good. Susie B, how are you?
Hey, Susie.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Grass says, I always wanted a Pinto station wagon and drop a 390 engine in it. We had a Pinto when I was a kid for a while. First, we had the station wagon, of course, not the Pinto, but the big old station
The
wagon with the
grocery
rumble
getter.
seat in the back.
Big
And,
old grocery getter. Did it have the reverse seat?
yeah, yeah.
Excuse me.
And then we had the Ford Pinto. That's my grandparents. My mother ended up with it.
I had an Oldsmobile Delta 88. It was a big boat V8 engine.
Oh yeah.
The brothers love that car. Anywhere I went, they'd always ask if it was for sale. 1983 model.
Richie says, I test drove a Chevy 3500 HD Allison 6.6 2025 dually truck with 8-foot bed. Oh my God, it drives beautiful. I bet. It's a lot of truck though. Nobody needs, I mean, unless you're hauling something or, you don't need something that big.
Well, Richie's a big boy.
Yeah, he ain't that big.
It would fit.
I'm too
You
cheap
can
for
fit in
that.
at 150.
All them tires though on a dually, I mean, one of them's gonna go bad. I hate spending money on tires.
Yeah.
I might have to get one. I think I might have a blowout. I hit a speed bump the other day. We had terrible fog here in the Atlanta area a couple weeks ago, and I hit like a speed bump, and the sidewall of the steel belted Pirelli tire, there's a bump, so I'm afraid thing's going to blow out on me.
Yeah, if
And
there's a
it's
bump
not
on
a
it.
tire. They're like $250.
The sidewall you want to get.
Well,
it
that's what you
changed,
get for using Pirellis.
Yeah.
You know?
What kind of car is it?
It's a Audi turbo.
Quattro or something?
Yeah, it's a
TT?
sedan. It's not an SUV, huh?
What would they make? The Audi, the TT, the was that twin turbo?
Yeah, I don't know much about Audi.
It's fast as hell, but low miles, paid for, thank God.
Right.
No, but if you got a bubble on your sidewall, you got to change that tire.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
going to last.
Yep.
Bobby Allen says she had a Pinto in high school. We're talking cars, not horses. So let's. Sorry. Jay Fritz had a 1966 convertible Corvair.
Wow.
Corvair was a nice car.
Mm-hmm. That was a sleek design. Loved it.
Carmen Gias were pretty cool too. I always like those.
I hate driving those old Mustangs though before power steering. Those are a bitch to drive.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Other than that, well made, but just without that power steering, that's tough, man.
Richie said batteries on diesel we have two, and they cost $600 each. Damn,
So about $1,000 to $1,200.
just for batteries. That's crazy. Why would it be? Oh, because you got glow plugs on a diesel.
We went from talking about aliens and drones
The
to
cars. What else? What else we got?
Fishing first, and then
Well, we never stay on one subject.
no.
God forbid we talk about Bigfoot.
I know, right?
This was cool. Today I was talking to a gentleman. I've seen him around the marina. He's older gentleman. He's 76. He's always out there fishing. And today I started talking to him, and he mentioned he was originally from Kentucky. And I said, "Oh, I've been there." I said, "I've been up to the land between the lakes." He goes, "Oh, my old stomping grounds." He goes, I was going through those woods before it was the land between the lakes. You know, before it was a national forest. So me being me, hey, did you ever see anything weird up there? Or, you know, and he was like, I think I know where you're going. He goes, one time we were coon hunting at night at the dogs, and he shined his flashlight and got red eye shine from a high up. And that was it. The dogs did want nothing to do with it. Like normally the dogs would go after whatever. Dogs didn't want anything to do with it, and they just kind of left. He said that was 40 years ago, and he still gets, you know, goosebumps when he talks about it. Didn't see anything except the eyes. So it was just interesting. And then I mentioned, supposedly there was a family got slaughtered up. He goes, "Oh, I know what you're talking about." I didn't get into it. I didn't really, but it was just interesting to have some random guy that I decided to bring it up to who has a story. It was cool.
That is weird.
He tells me, and I'm asking all kinds of questions.
Well, did you ask him this and did you ask him that and what about this? And I have so many questions. I'm like, I'll ask him the next time I see him. Because he'll be around.
Like,
He's
you talk about
standing there and he catches a bass and he's like, "Man, this is like crack for me." Just catching fish. I know, Jay. I mentioned your story to him briefly. I said I have a friend who lives, here, but you had an experience there. He was, when it was just a surprise that he knew what I was talking about when I brought up the supposed, slaughter of a family up there I just said a creature. I didn't get into, because I know years and years ago there was a cult murder up there. There was a cult that was up in the northern end of the LBL, and I don't know. I think I have to look into it more before I speak on it. But there were people killed.
You think it was a sacrifice, initiation kind of thing?
Something to that effect. Yeah, it was a cult thing.
Oh, that's scary. Satanist or something.
I don't know. Christy says, "Have you seen the new trucks made by Caterpillar?" No. Are they yellow?
If John Deere made them, they'd be green.
Witchcraft, Jay said. Because Jay had his sighting up in the land between the lakes, or just outside the land between the lakes.
I'll be damned. You're talking about expensive batteries. How about EV batteries? They can run you 10 grand.
Oh yeah, screw that.
And when it gets too cold, they don't work.
And if they get wet, they blow up.
Yeah, I know. Wow.
Lithium and water don't mix. Literally.
You know better than anybody.
Christmas,
Wow.
no chance. Did you get any new comic books for Christmas?
No, I got enough. Thank you. I got 30,000 comics. But thanks for asking. I got a lot of clothes. It was a blessed Christmas.
Good.
It was a good one.
Yeah, I got a shirt.
Marvel. I'm a Marvel guy. Awesome, dude.
We were watching last night. We watched Deadpool. Tonight we were watching the second one. It's still
Deadpool
on the
2.
screen. We paused it.
Oh yeah, with Cable. That's got Cable in it. Josh Brolin. Yeah.
The second one? Yeah, we're not that far into it.
I'm not giving anything. Then I'll stop talking. I don't want to give anything away. But yeah, he's in it.
I'm a fan of the Deadpool.
Yeah.
Just great comedy, you know.
Are you watching it uncensored or is it on TV? Are you streaming it like Disney Plus or something?
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
There you go. So you're seeing the good stuff. Yeah. The whole
Oh yeah. I think we
uncensored.
got it.
I
Free
couldn't imagine
trial.
it being censored. There wouldn't be much of a movie. I mean,
On FX, they try to air it that way. On the FX channel on cable, yeah.
I can't see that working very well.
It doesn't.
LIB says I just watched Deadpool. It took me
Deadpool
5 times to get through it.
Deadpool 3.
Yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine I enjoyed the hell out of that movie. I saw that in the
Yeah,
theater. It earned over a damn $1 billion at the box office worldwide.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's the next one we're watching. So, I don't. Well, is that the third one?
That's the third.
That's the
no,
third.
There's 3.
There's Deadpool 3 and then Wolverine.
That's the third one is Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh,
From
is
last
it?
year.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad. Well, there's 4 up there, so I don't remember what all 4 of them are.
I don't know.
It says Deadpool series on Disney Plus, and there's 4 movies up there. I don't know.
One I think is animated. I think it's a cartoon.
Yeah, I think you're right, and I think that might be a series, an animated
Yes.
series. Okay, you're right. All I know is you hit Marvel on Disney Plus, and it's just so overwhelming. There's so much to watch. I mean,
Right. Roger said I saw something about Caterpillar trucks, but thought it was bullshit, so I didn't pay much mind. I saw briefly, you know, but I didn't know they were actually putting them out.
Connor got a Venom shirt.
So that
That's cool.
now they're gonna shake up the truck market. Very good prices and good looking.
Oh, I'm on.
Well, everything's
Oh,
overpriced as it is. Who needs a $60,000 truck or
Right.
that's or $6,000 vehicle? You know, and that's not expensive anymore.
Right? LRB says if the engine turns on and it's got AC, I'm happy. Same. Same. As long as it runs and the AC works.
Yeah, you didn't have AC for the longest time.
Forever, it seems. I am happy.
Do y'all remember we were talking about the Wendigo a while ago?
Sure.
Well, Wolverine's first appearance, he fights the Wendigo in comic books from
In the
1974. A little bit of trivia. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's cool. That, you know, for 74, you know, some people think the Wendigo is just like a creepy pasta. No, it's been around for a long time.
And hell, Wolverine's 50 years old.
Wow.
He's 50, the character.
Yeah,
But
and you're a character.
I'll take that. said that.
Richie says the new Chevy 3500 HD was $90K.
That's insane.
That's
That used to be the price of a house,
yes. Now you're paying it for a truck. That's ridiculous.
and it wasn't that long ago. Pre-COVID.
Yeah.
You better come with a woman as an accessory for that price. Phew. That's insane. 90K.
You're not fucking the hula girl on the dash, are you?
Man.
Is there a warranty on the woman? The return policy, anything like that?
I was trying to think of something funny to say about the mileage, but
It's a new truck. It better be a new woman. I don't need Agnes from the sales department.
Oh,
you know, like, you're up, Agnes. Oh, shit. Oh. Grass says I got a Jeep for $5,000 16 years ago, and it's still running great. Parents got their first home in '67, cheaper than the '88 Isuzu Trooper 2, brand new. Yeah, '67 they probably paid $20,000 for a house, maybe a little more. No, probably a little more. You right?
yeah,
Oh, I heard the coughing. I was like, oh.
I cleared my throat.
That used to be the price of a Hummer when you're approaching, six figures.
It's an expensive Hummer. Oh, the
Basic
military vehicle. I got you.
Yeah.
When I first saw you didn't see the look she just gave me. I used to love the Hummer when I first saw them, like as the military vehicle.
I
Then
only
found out they had-
drove the Army Humvees. They were fun. I was licensed.
I was always into, like, my first vehicle was a brand new pickup truck. It was a Ford Ranger, but it was 4-wheel drive, and I was always into off-road vehicles. So when I saw the Hummer at a young age, I was like, oh, I want one of
Oh,
those.
they were fun.
But
to
they were
drive.
only military vehicles. They didn't have them, out for
Commercial.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they were fun to drive.
I dated a girl that had a Ford Ranger, and she had the club to prevent theft. Remember the club? You put it in the wheel.
Sure.
I just saw one recently. I
Probably a
saw a
garage
vehicle
sale.
that had one on their steering wheel, and I was like, I just stood there like, wow, I haven't seen that in forever.
Oh, they still work.
Well, I know they do, but they're not common. You don't see them. I hadn't seen one for years, I don't think. I
Like
almost
20
forgot
years.
about it before I
Right.
saw it.
Right. It's like a 20-year-old.
So,
Contract-
but what changed?
Huh?
Alarm systems.
Yeah, but
Car alarms.
we've had car alarms forever.
Well, I know. I'm just saying they're more common than the club.
It's low tech. It's the best, right? Low tech security.
Exactly.
I bet the crackheads these days wouldn't know how to handle the club.
No, they probably wouldn't even know what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, we'd stump them then. We'd be good. The hell is that? It's not a
The
boot.
wire cutters won't get through this thing. Damn.
Right.
Or the metal cutters, whatever. Jaws of
I
life.
had to be licensed in every military vehicle to do my MOS. It was fun sometimes, disappearing off-road,
Right.
on-road tests. Well, yeah, you would think you would have to be able to drive everything if you work in the motor pool.
Well, yeah. But even as a cook, I had to haul equipment, so I was licensed as well.
I was licensed to
Everything.
drive every bit of equipment in Home
You should have
Depot.
seen me in a deuce and a half. Didn't know how to drive stick shift. I learned pretty quickly.
Grind them gears.
Oh, I did.
Grind it till you find it.
Those trucks are solid. You can grind them away. It doesn't hurt them. That's how I learned.
It's vehicles with $23,000 screws in it.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Look what Danny Staten said, Mogs. And Stevie. He says,
With the pack of matches.
yeah, he can open a club in 3 minutes. I'll believe it when I see it, sir.
I just burned the car
Right.
around it.
See, Mike said we didn't care. It wasn't ours.
Yeah.
I remember road testing the Humvee, driving it literally in a ditch. Wow. Dropping it down, bringing it back out. That was fun. Water up to the doors, water coming in through the door.
Or a padlock. So we know Danny has got a questionable past. Or just creative, where he locked himself out a lot.
There's that.
Of his car and his house,
Mhm.
shed. It's got a pain in my ass, literally. Actually, it's my leg. I've seen ways to open up padlocks using like 2 wrenches, 2 open-ended wrenches. Never tried it. Didn't want to waste the padlock. LIB says Humvees get stuck in 5 feet of water. Yep, but luckily we knew the tow truck driver's on base.
I never got stuck.
You probably weren't in 5 feet of water either.
I was probably 4, not 5. 3 to 4 feet.
If it goes over the windshield, you're too deep.
Yeah, this is true.
Damn.
Grad says I went to jail for stealing 65 Mustangs. I know how to do it. Now, was it a 65 Mustang or you stole 65 Mustangs?
Right.
Because that's busy.
It's jail time.
That's a classic. That's the one without the power steering I was talking about.
He didn't take 65. He just took the whole train at the fucking 65 we're on. He says I needed parts for mine. Figures if he took one part out of each 60, each
All
one.
65, you rebuild a whole new
Yeah.
car. Danny said he sent you proof on your phone, chat.
Received. It's just a video how to open a lock with matches.
I'm assuming he tried it.
But that's not the club now, is it? That's a padlock. That's different. The club is not in that video, sir.
The last one that I got busted for was almost brand new fastback. Dumb kid I was. Oh, so you were stealing them brand new.
Excuse me, I'll be right back.
Danny
Okay.
says the club had the key lock, same principle. See, you have a very checkered past. Yeah, I never became proficient at breaking into things. I'd have to get like brutal with it and just rip it apart. Unlock the door, take it off its hinges. Which is more fun?
I love watching people try to rip off ATMs on these cop shows like On Patrol Live on Reels and Peacock. That is just insane. Some of those like be on the lookout videos they show. Man, these guys are bold.
The pickup truck, it's dragging an ATM down the street. Yeah, there's a rope connected. Yeah. Look out for that.
Real brain trust there, right? And that little outfit.
Oh, Christy says, I stole Harold's heart. Danny says he was always better at breaking out of places. Long story.
Danny, you should come up and talk about it. Sorry.
I tried to stay out of trouble when I was a kid. My dad was a cop, and he said it once. He said, I don't ever want to get a phone call from another cop. So I was like, okay. So I stayed out of trouble. I tried anyway.
Nowadays, marijuana is like no big deal. You know, when we were younger, you know, that's a misdemeanor. I mean, depending on the quantity, but like now, every time I go to fill up, man, you smell it at the Quick Trip. It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's still illegal, you know, in a lot of places federally.
Yeah, you got the card thing in Florida. I mean, in Georgia, we're not as advanced as you guys in Florida. They have medical marijuana, but they don't have like. Well, okay, then I must not be up on the laws. Then I thought it was more lenient in Florida than it is in Georgia, and they have dispensaries and stuff. We don't have that here. Don't you have
dispensaries? But it's for medical marijuana.
Oh,
and it's funny because
my back, freaking back. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Anxiety, depression, whatever.
Yeah.
Like they just tried to legalize it here in Maryland, legalize marijuana here in Florida, but it didn't go through, which was kind of good because it's the main supporter of it is the dispensary. There's one major dispensary in Florida. I mean, I think there's a couple little ones, and they're expanding. So, but they wanted it controlled. They put in like millions of dollars towards it to get it legalized. But the wording in the it wasn't good for say you or me, as far as you can't grow. You couldn't grow your own. Like Arizona, when I lived there, they legalized it and you could grow up to 6 plants. Since the dispensary was sponsoring it, they don't want anybody to grow plants. They want to monopolize it.
Right.
So it's good. It's good that it didn't get passed. So people should pay attention to that as far as the next time it comes up. Check the wording, you know.
Right.
Everybody been, oh yeah, it's legal in Florida. Can you grow it? No. Why not? You know.
Good point.
Because the dispensary doesn't want anybody to grow anything.
Hey, that's my territory. It's like mafia tactics or something. Yeah.
Right.
Start charging protection money.
Almost said Mar-a-Lago. No, it was marijuana in Florida mixed up. Danny says, LOL, my whole family were cops. They thought it was fun to lock me up in Andy Griffith Town Jail for stupid shit.
Were you like Otis then, Danny? Like the The town drunk.
More like Gomer.
Gomer and Goober. Golly. Shazam.
Guys, the link is in chat. If anybody cares to join us, we've got about 30 minutes left. What do we got? 20, 23.
Well, I'm glad you guys are back to your routine. It's good to have you back.
Good to be back. I just
Mike, good night.
needed a break. LAB, take care, buddy. Talk to you soon. Yeah, that's douche when your whole family's cops and they arrest you.
Sharon says it's starting to rain. It's getting cold outside.
Yeah, it's better than snow. Well, I know all through Texas and up into Louisiana and Arkansas. I don't know if it made Arkansas, but there was some severe weather chances today. I don't know if any tornadoes hit or anything, but they were calling for
Some
a
wicked
possible
weather.
outbreak. Normally, I'll like pay attention to that, but just I was at work, so I was busy.
You always pay attention.
I know I'm a freaking weather
I
nerd.
know. That's why I looked at you when you said that. I'm like, yeah, you do all the time.
When there's a weather event, where do you turn to? Do you turn to your radio, your phone? What do you do? Do you have like a weather radio? Like
Ryan Hall, y'all.
No, I have some weather app that I'll check the radar and winds and what it's going to be like because since I'm dealing with boats, if it's a windy day, if it's small craft advisory, whatever, the boats aren't going out.
right.
My job, I have to pay attention to the weather as well. Different reasons with all the outdoor activities. So I'm mostly looking at AccuWeather. We
Which
have a
like she has a lightning alarm.
we have a
at-
we have
at-
a lightning.
There's lightning in the
detector.
area. The alarm goes off.
We call him Sparky.
He was formerly an electric in another life.
I've been taking a survey. I've been taking a survey. So you both basically are using your phone to track weather.
Yeah.
You're
Internet.
using an app. And what's that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Internet. Yes. Radar mostly for work. I'm
See,
looking at
Sharon just said it. Ryan Hall, y'all.
that. I said it. Ryan Hall, y'all.
Yep. And if he goes live, the shit's hitting the fan.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm serious. You watch that man. He'll do a
Oh, we did
live tornado report. Like if there's something going on and he's live, pay attention. He'll tell you
Oh.
what street it's going down. It's crossing X. He'll
Yeah, he's awesome.
if he's on, pay attention.
He was on for what, like 14 hours straight the last
I mean,
hurricane?
he was on today because of this.
I'm saying for the last hurricane, he was on for
at least 14 hours
I
straight.
think yeah. He goes on if in a situation like that so long until he can't talk. He loses his voice. I mean,
Yeah.
he's not
And
dedicated.
they've taken a lot of donations, and then they'll go the next day or soon after and
and hand
and
out
spend it
supplies.
on whatever they need to spend it on and bring it to people.
Yep.
They'll load up a truck and just come to whoever whoever needs it most.
bringing in supplies to whoever needs it. Yeah.
God bless him. That's awesome. Well, that's certainly better than Jim Cantori on the Weather Channel if he's actually making contributions and helping the communities out. That's awesome.
Yeah.
He's not just a
They,
talking head. Yeah.
No, they're
Heavily
they do-
involved.
yeah, they help out a lot. Trying to remember during the hurricane that hit, or the storm that hit up there, up in North Carolina and stuff.
Helene.
They bought like I don't know how many of those Starlink
Sat phones.
sat
Yeah.
phones or whatever they are, but just so that people would have some sort of communications. They bought like 100 of them or whatever they bought,
Yeah.
just so they can get communications back up going up there.
God bless them. There's people still without shelter in this cold weather. It's terrible.
Oh, absolutely.
In the Carolina Mountains.
And it's at this point, from my point of view, I'm just praying that neighbors are helping neighbors, you know?
Yeah. Kind of a sad note. There's a online friend of mine, a YouTube creator. She's a veteran. She's homeless. She's living in a van. And so we did like a little telethon on YouTube, raised over $2,000 for her. And now we can't figure out how to get her the money because of bull crap with the website, you know, and it wasn't GoFundMe because we know they're full of crap a lot of the time, but it's one that supposedly you can trust. And I'm so frustrated because we're trying to help her, you know, good-hearted people donated. And I just don't know what the hell's going on with that.
I've done a few fundraisers, you know, somebody will need some money and we'll reach out, and usually we would just go through PayPal. You know, if that person had a PayPal account, we'd post that account, and anybody that wanted to donate to help them out, it goes directly to them. This way, I'm not in the middle. I'm not touching it. You know, it goes from point A to point B.
And it's not going through an app that's going to take any kind of percentage.
Yeah, you know,
Correct. That's why we thought this one was trusted because they claim they don't take any percentage. But yeah, good point. So PayPal and do the friends and family so that the person giving doesn't have to pay more.
There's no fees. Yeah,
Exactly. And it goes
Great.
directly to
Thank
them.
you.
Usually within minutes they'll get it.
That should have occurred to me, guys. I'm going to mention that for the next go round to help this friend out. She really needs help.
yeah. It's you know, doing things on YouTube as far as like you don't see me putting up super chats or any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Because YouTube takes half of it, you know, 40%, whatever it is. And if I'm just looking at chat, if Bobby Ounce wants to give me $10, she wants me to have $10, not 6, 10. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when I first started, I if anybody wanted to donate, I'd put my PayPal link up, and you know, I don't even do that. I don't, you know, I don't want anything from anybody. But if there's a situation where somebody needs help, then you know, that's when I'll ask for, hey, can you guys help so and so out?
That's what we were doing. We were just posting the link, you know, nothing to do with YouTube. And anyway, now can't get the funds to the person who desperately needs it. I'm just frustrated.
That doesn't make sense.
Mm-mm.
Sarah, how are you?
Hey, Sarah. Merry Christmas.
Southern
Karen, good
California.
night. Deep breaths, Karen. You'll be all right. Who else? Where are we at? 37. Bobby says my daughter's boyfriend's truck was totaled.
When?
Is he okay?
No, well, I'm guessing she's talking about, because if you scroll back, she said, my daughter's coworker in Black Mountain lost 12 family members from the storm.
Oh, damn.
And I'm guessing that was part of it. My daughter's boyfriend's truck was totaled.
Okay.
Lord have mercy. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, my boss has family up that way, and they lost everything. Here on it. And it took forever to get him out of there.
Bobby said he's good, but not the new truck.
Oh,
Well, that insurance company better pay up.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. And don't give me this act of God bullshit.
yeah, right.
You know?
It just seems like the joke's on us with these insurance companies. Every single company on TV makes it a big joke. Auto insurance, you know. I like Mayhem okay. I can deal with the Mayhem ads for Allstate. I hate to mention a brand. But
No, that's
the emu and all this crap started with the cavemen with Geico
Oh, yeah.
25 years ago. I mean, it's everything. They're laughing at us, man. These premiums, it's a big ripoff, man. And the politicians make it a law where you have to have this. I don't know, man. Why have uninsured motorists? Excuse me.
Hello? No, he's not here.
Yeah. I'll play right back. I'm doing a strain.
Fucking busy. Leave me alone.
I still have a landline. Can you believe it? I'm one of those people.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I haven't seen a landline in forever.
I have certain customers that have landline with answer machine. Still, I'm waiting for to leave a beep. I'm hitting the pound button. To leave a message
Wait for the beep.
Yeah, I'm hitting the pound button after I leave a message. I'm like, shit, just hang up.
I just have one for guests when I do a pod blast or interview somebody like a celebrity. Some don't want to go on camera, and so I want to have good audio. God, now they're calling myself. Hey, I'm on the air with somebody. I'll call you back. Golly. Unbelievable.
The nerve of people.
Yeah, Bobby, insurance companies are a racket. I gave a sales presentation for insurance company, senior health benefits, and they were talking about half the buildings in New York City are owned by insurance companies. I don't know if that's true, but it just kind of aggravated me. A third, I think he said a third of the skyscrapers. It goes, you look at the base of the building.
Yeah.
State Farm and and all the arenas they own, like State Farm Arena here in Atlanta, used to be Phillips Arena. And one time an old man backed into my car, private property, Publix parking lot, and he had State Farm. And State Farm person I spoke with said, oh, yeah, he's admitted that he's at fault because I honked my horn and my car was not moving. He backed into my Audi and they denied the claim, had to go to arbitration, and I lost arbitration. So I'm still bitter, and that was like 3 years ago.
Chessboard, Merry Christmas.
Merry
Happy
Christmas,
New Year.
Chessboard.
Good to see you. I hope you're well.
So, what did they pay you? I missed that part.
No. It was a clean Carfax too, so I did get diminished value. I got additional funds. No, my insurance paid me. I had Geico at the time, but this guy, he was 85 years old. He just backed into my car, not paying attention, looking for a parking space, and I honked my horn. And anyway, and that was State Farm. They screwed me over. I'm still mad.
I can't get into this whole the insurance companies that are.
You have to get a lawyer now, even though you have insurance.
But as far as controlling the medical.
That type
treatments
of insurance, yeah. That's
it's all insurance.
health insurance is a scam, for sure.
But we don't condone, things that happen in New York City. Bam, 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 bam. That was nuts.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scream. My board is way too hot, guys. I didn't mean to be so loud. Ugh.
That's all right. He said, go back and see.
I know, me too. I'm scrolling back, but
They found her cousin's glasses.
Oh, that I know what they're talking about. BBB, Chrissy Brainbender's banner. It's sad. Some cousins of hers were in a kayaking accident, and they didn't find the bodies. She texted me. No, it's not their bodies. It were trees. It turned out not to be true, Danny. That's the update. Is it wasn't the bodies. They haven't recovered the bodies or even found them yet. Sadly, she texted me earlier today. It's trees.
Hold on. Sarah said
somebody's sound is messed up. It's not
that's not Chance. How about now? Any better? You hear us all right? Chance?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
All right. I do need a new cable for my mic. I know that much.
I did hear some interference, but it's gone now. You're fine. You're good.
Okay.
Is it a law in Florida where if you have an accident on private property, nobody gets a ticket? It's got to be on city streets. Do you
I have
know?
no idea.
Florida's a no fault state, so
Ah,
it could go either way. Doesn't matter where you are.
yeah. In Georgia, I'm like, why are you getting a ticket? And they said it's private property. We can't. And I didn't know that. Kind of crazy law.
An accident here, if you're trying to get any recovery, any damages from the opposite insurance, you got to hire a lawyer because the insurance companies won't do it for you.
You got that right.
And that's their job. That's what we pay them for.
Grass says, I've had car insurance for 40 years, never used it, low use mileage, and still pay $100 a month for a 2000 Grand Cherokee. Racket.
My policy goes up every time it renews, and that's every 6 months. It goes up $10.
Correct.
I'm
Oh,
like,
mine goes up more than that.
I'm
Damn.
like, why? I don't understand. I have no tickets, no accidents, nothing on this
There's
policy
got to be
that I've
some
had.
sort of insurance reform or something because it's just
Yeah.
getting out of hand.
And your car, it's not like you upgraded and got a new vehicle. So
No.
cars depreciate. What's going on here?
Exactly.
Just take our money. That's all they want. My flock says a bit better. Meaning the sound. Yeah, I don't know. I know it's a loose. The end of the wire's bent. I knew it was a matter of time. Danny says Grasshopper needs to get that Walmart car insurance. It's real. Google it.
What do you guys think about this car shield insurance for mechanical problems? Is that a scam or what? Like, there's two of them now. I see on TV all the time.
I don't know. I don't know.
Endurance, Danica Patrick endorses it, and then the other one, they have everybody, even Ice-T. He's endorsing their competition, Car Shield. Anyway,
I don't know. If something goes wrong, I fix it. I try anyway.
Right.
that's awesome, dude. You're old school. You could probably go to a junkyard and get the parts you need and fix it yourself.
Well, it's a 2014 truck, so yeah, I guess there should be some in the junkyard.
Do you do your own oil changes, Mugs?
Yeah,
Speaking of that,
yeah, yours is due.
yeah, it keeps popping up on my reminder.
Sharon says, thanks everybody for being here tonight. We appreciate you all. We appreciate you, Sharon.
And she retracted it. She
What?
said, never mind. Oh, look. You can see it because it's your show.
No, it's because it's on StreamYard. It wouldn't retract it on StreamYard.
This is true.
So if anybody's wondering what she said, I just told you.
Right.
She's like, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, that's what I said. Never mind. Oh, she retyped it.
Yeah.
Right on.
I do that all the time. See, she had a typo is what it was. Tonight, hitting. She meant to say, see, in the original it said, thanks everyone for being here tonight. Hitting, we appreciate you all. So I think that's why she retracted.
Oh,
it.
okay. Okay.
She said hitting, not being. That was what she just wrote.
I don't think anybody would notice.
None of us did.
You got the point.
Thank you for that, Sharon.
Church lady. Never mind. Never mind.
Never mind.
Who was that? Dana
Dan Carver.
Harvey. Yeah.
Midnight special. Yeah. That was a pretty funny bit. I don't know if it would hold up. I need to watch it. I remember back then I laughed my butt off at those skits.
Yeah, now it's a little, I don't know, edgy.
Because of the drag aspect, you think?
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't faze me, but I'm sure it's gonna, if you did it now, today, you'd upset somebody.
Like some Gen Zer?
Like they couldn't do, Tropic Thunder. They couldn't do that again.
Oh, God,
You'd
no.
never see a remake on that.
No. No. No.
I am not in the mood to slap anyone right now. That could change, though.
Right.
You never know. What am I hearing?
Maya.
It almost sounded like it was raining there for a minute. Or I'm hearing the fan. I don't know. I heard just constant.
Oh, yeah, good point. Blazing Saddles. Can't do that one again. Mel Brooks, Blazing Saddles.
Nope.
That's another one where you see it on TV censored. It totally ruins the whole picture.
Yeah. Cleavon Little.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of Mel Brooks you couldn't.
I was gonna say all of Mel Brooks.
History of the World Part 1, you couldn't redo it.
It's good to be the king.
I love my people. Oh, wait for the shake.
This boy. Yeah. This boy.
Sarah, good night.
Take care, Sarah.
Good to see you.
Yeah, that was always one of my favorite movies, History of the World Part 1.
I was waiting for part 2. They had that fake trailer at the end. They actually made a part 2 like last year or this year, and I didn't see it, but I love the little preview at the end, of the movie, if you know what I mean. And when I was younger, when I was a kid seeing it, I thought it was a real trailer. I'm like, cool, they're gonna make another one, and they never did. I'm like, what the, But it was just a bit.
Another Blazing Saddles reference. Excuse me while I whip this out. Where are all the white women at?
May we dance with your dates? That's another movie. That's Animal House. Animal House. What about the bit where John Belushi's on the ladder, right? And he's watching the girl have a good time with herself, and then he just slowly falls back. It never dawned on me when I was a kid. It's because he's getting aroused, and his member is pushing him off the side of the building. I never thought about that. That's what it is, I think.
Never be the same now.
I love Animal House. That was the first movie Kevin Bacon did. A lot of people say it was Friday the 13th when he got the arrow through the neck. But, and friggin' Marion's in that from Raiders of the Lost Ark. She was the girl that the professor was doing, played by
I forgot her name.
No, the guy, Donald Sutherland. Donald Sutherland played that dope smoking professor who was doing.
Oh yeah.
And that was like 3 or 4 years before Raiders of the Lost Ark, and she was in that too. And the funny scene at the grocery store, the dean's wife is like, "Mine's bigger." I'll just leave it at that. It's just a funny ass movie, classic. Oh man, I love Animal House.
Animal House is funny.
Cheese freak.
What's up, Cheese?
Hey,
Classic
man.
scene in Animal House is when he's in the cafeteria. John Belushi says, "See if you can guess what I am." She goes, "You're a PID pig." He goes, "Well, see if you can guess what I am now." I'm Zit. Get it?
John Landis directed that, who later had trouble with the Twilight Zone movie when, unfortunately, Vic Morrow from Combat got beheaded in a scene, the Vietnam scene, flashback. And it's really sad. Not only that, but 2 kid actors got killed when the helicopter went down and took them out. And then that went to court for years, that lawsuit. against John Landis and Universal. No, it was Warner Brothers. Sorry.
Who said this line though? What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
Yeah,
Look at
that's
his name. Old guy.
Slim Pickens.
Yes. Yes.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here? Yeah. Slim Pickens.
Slim Pickens.
Yes. I think I need to watch that movie again. Oh, well.
That's the era. You know, like North Dallas 40. There were all these movies around that time that were funny as hell. Very inappropriate. Good time comedies.
Right, the
Dallas-
recording scene.
North Dallas. It was North Dallas 40. That was that Mac Davis and
Yes. It had like a white man's afro. Yeah. Yeah. Mac Davis. Yep.
I remember that. It's a football. The farting scene. From which movie?
You know, farting's always funny, isn't it? No matter what movie.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Immature humor is the best.
Keeps us young. Mogs, when they were combing the space
The desert and space balls.
man, we ain't seen shit.
And hey, he's still alive, Mel Brooks. Knock on wood. Don't want to jinx the man. Like he's 100 years old. God bless him. And the guy that announces Jeopardy, Johnny Gilbert, he's like 95. This is Jeopardy. He's the original guy from 1984 to this day. I mean,
Wow.
Alex Trebek's gone, but Johnny Gilbert.
Riley LaTrout. Eddie Murphy, anything he didn't, he can't make that.
Oh, remember his bit? I won't say it because I want F8. He did a whole bit on Eddie Murphy comedian, HBO special, and his comedy record. You can't do that bit. I'm not going to say what it is. I think some people know what I'm talking about.
Wow, there was so many
Derogatory
bits.
term towards, yeah.
What else did he do?
Well, the whole
It's
raw.
controversial.
He watched Bigfoot, Guns, Goonie Goo
Goonie Goo.
Goo.
I like the bit he did where it's Ralph from the Honeymooners and Ed being like gay. Say, when I bend over, start fucking.
Norton, how do you know that you know that I know that you want to fuck me at this? Oh, sorry, guys. But yeah, he did some great skits.
And he did a good Michael Jackson. He could sing like Michael Jackson. It was crazy. He's so talented.
Eddie Murphy put out his own album back in the day.
He did Party All the Time or whatever with Rick James producing it. And he don't drink. Eddie Murphy, he's never, but he sure does like to have sex. He has like 20 kids. But yeah, he doesn't do drugs or drink. God bless him, Eddie Murphy.
He used to live. I'd met his brother Charlie back in the day. He was young. But Eddie lived, I don't know, from my house to his house was an eighth of a mile. He lived up around the corner from me. I don't know if he still has the property.
Yeah, it's always funny to have famous brothers, that didn't quite make Bill Clinton's brother. You had that guy. You had Rush Limbaugh's brother. You got all these
well,
brothers.
Charlie
Didn't
Murphy.
make it.
No, Charlie. Well, he's passed now, but he did a lot. He got into it as far as the acting and stuff and comedy.
Roger Clinton. What about Jimmy Carter? Remember that Billy Beer, that terrible beer? Billy Beer?
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Garbage.
I don't think at time I was old enough to drink when that came out.
Yeah, Danny, Ron Howard's little brother. Yeah.
But he did a lot of acting.
He did.
what was his
Clint
what was
Howard.
his- Clint.
Clint.
That's it. Yeah.
Gentle Ben. He did a lot of weird horror movies too, like Evil Speak or something, ran on HBO endlessly in the 80s. I saw Clint Howard. He was in the original
was-
Star Trek too. He played an alien.
Yes. Yeah. But he played like a baby alien, like it was a tiny little kid alien.
Yes. He used a puppet as a diversion, like a monster-looking puppet, Balok or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Gallagher had I always want to see Gallagher in concert with the sledgehammer.
With the sitting in the front row with the plastic covering him.
Yeah, protect you from the watermelon seeds. Yeah.
Yeah. He was clever.
Yeah.
He always had a clever act. Just play on words and you know, his props were cool.
And he had good commentary too. I liked his specials on Showtime. I have them on DVD, I think. Gallagher was underrated. I don't usually like prop comics, you know, like Carrot Top, but I like Gallagher. He was good. And Super Dave Osborne. How about Super Dave? And that's a brother of Albert Brooks. Albert Brooks, actor, comedian.
Yeah.
That his brother was Super Dave Osborne on Showtime's Bizarre. Yeah. Those bits were hilarious. He'd always get just annihilated where a stunt went wrong.
Yeah, and you just see this mannequin or whatever, the dummy fly through the air and be on fire, could be whatever.
And then he'd cuss, right? He goes, "Well, how are you doing? How do you feel?" He goes, "How do you think I feel, you putz?" Like the commentator, told me he's an obvious dummy. Oh, well. You have to see it, folks, if you've not seen Super Dave Osborne.
Robert De Niro and the Sledge-O-Matic. That was Gallagher's sledgehammer. Well, we are at the 2-hour mark. That went kind of quick, right? So when you're going on tomorrow, when do you go on? Tomorrow night or?
I might. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm kind of burned out. I need a break too. Maybe. But thank you for the Nostalgic Pod Blast is geeky talk, you know, movies, music, that sort of thing. Thank you for allowing the opportunity to promote it, my channel.
Oh,
but
really? You know where you are, right?
Yeah. Danny Staten's asking about Super Dave Osborne on Night Flights on TBS back in the day. I don't remember that. No, it was on a Bizarre with it was on Showtime, a show called Bizarre with John Biner. He's a redhead comedian. Anyway, but I appreciate y'all. Good to see you. I'm glad you're back. I'll see myself out, and Happy New Year. If I don't see you, I'll be in the chat. Hope you have a
good. Thank you very much.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, man.
Love you both.
Great to see
Love
you.
the show. Love the show. Love you both. See you.
You too, man. Bye. Right on. He's always got interesting stuff to talk about.
Oh, I love listening to him. We're not always in chat, but we tend to tune in.
Yeah. Well, it's just a pain. Sometimes you jump into someone's chat, and as soon as you say hi, you know you got to say hi to everybody.
I'm usually buzzing around doing something, listening.
Anyway,
Anyways.
guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We hope you had a good time. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button below. Share it. If you're new, subscribe
Comment.
and leave comments.
Like comments.
We will be back next Tuesday, New Year's Eve. We're probably going to do an extra long show. One of us is. I don't know if she's going to make
Excuse me.
it.
I'll take a nap before.
Okay. And we'll ring in the new year with you guys. You know,
Of course.
shit. The one year, I think the first year I did the show on New Year's Eve. I did all 4 time zones.
You did. I was there for that.
Yeah,
That was a long night.
I ain't doing that again.
No, we'll be here for New Year's
That
Eve.
was a 5-hour show.
It'll be fun.
So you guys enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Take care of one another. Take care of yourselves. And we love you. We'll see you next week.
Have a good weekend, guys.
Peace and God bless.